tried different things to obviously get the offense going. So what led you to go up into the second?
Well, for one, Bo hasn't been in for a while, and just to give him a chance to protect him there, and then all the guys have been playing well. I felt that there was freed up some opportunity to get a little extra ice time to some guys up front. So there was a couple things that came into it.
You had tryouts at that left wing spot. Did you know you had the guy on your team all along down on the fourth line?
Well, you know what? Actually, I really like Barbie's game too. Uppy stepped up when called upon. I thought Uppy was good all night. To be honest with you, had kind of a different role tonight. He was playing with a sort of a little mix of everybody, and I thought that he was real positive on the bench, and I think that was a big factor in why he was ready for that opportunity. I think that those two games for Barbie, in my eyes, resemble a lot of what we saw from him last year, and that's a real positive. So, happy for both those guys. Brodsy's been really good for a long time here, and he's obviously, we really value the role that he has on our team on a night-to-night basis, and so for that reason we've been maybe a little bit reluctant to move him up, because he's got such an important role in his checking game, but he deserves the opportunity. He's been playing so well. He's working incredibly hard. He's feeling confident. He looks fast, decisive. And I thought that those guys, obviously Steiner, Berge, and Brodsky, did a great job for us tonight.
Mike, we were talking to Brodziak about the fact that you had 11 forwards. Maybe it makes you guys a little more on the bench. Everybody's into the game. You don't know who's going with who. You think that's the case?
Yeah, maybe. I think that could have been a factor. That said, I think that whatever we threw at the players tonight, they were ready for it. I think that felt good as a coach coming into this game. Just seeing the demeanor of our group and the focus of our group, I don't think that they were going to let anything take them away from off their game tonight.
What made you decide to try out something? I think correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you did until third period.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit more get some veteran leadership, or get some veteran play at that time. It was a fresh body. It was some speed. And we tried it out for a few shifts, and obviously got the goal, which is big, and then we continued with it because he looked real good there.
Mike, how do you keep the guys together there? Obviously, it seemed like you built up a good 5-on-5 game and got the 2-0 lead. And, power plays.
Well, luckily we had talked about it before the game. You would hope that things go exactly the way as planned through the course of a hockey game, but that's not going to be the case. The other team gets a say in it here, and they've got good players who can make plays. And so, I think that when we're at our best, there's going to be moments of games where you bend a little bit, but we don't break. And I think that there's been times lately where we've broken in those situations. I think tonight was a really good example. When they scored that second goal, I liked the way that we came out and got right back to our game. I really liked our third period. I think that we were still aggressive. You can still see that we were attacking off the rush, but still making strong, smart decisions while we were doing it. So that was, I think that was an important thing to talk about before the game.
Mike, when Darling was without a stick for a $1.03, are you yelling?
Shoot! Yeah, I was with the rest of the fans there for sure. Yeah.
What could you have done there? I mean.
Well, not to dwell on that. I mean, certainly you would like to get a shot in that situation. So we didn't take the shot, and obviously they score right after, and that's again, I think that if we weren't prepared and ready for some adversity in the course of the game, then that could have broken us the way that things have gone. But that wasn't the case. I think that we responded. It was a tough play, one we'd like back, but we'll move on.
Been so good at closing out games, but obviously that didn't happen Friday. How key was it to kind of get right back on the horse?
Yeah, I think it's big. I mean, I think that's part of our trademark. I think that we're a team that's strong in those situations. I don't think that there's a coincidence that having Bo back, not only helped us to do it, but his presence, his poise. There's a trickle-down effect to the rest of the group, and he's been there in so many of those situations, and I think that we felt that tonight.
You said last night, you lost, felt like gearing your game back to where you wanted to be. So
Yeah.
did you see that?
Yeah, I think that that's two real strong games in a row. I think that we were unlucky not to get two wins in those games, but You know, this can happen a lot of times. I've seen it many times where things aren't going well, but while things aren't going well, you're building your game and you're building it to a point where you're going to put yourself in a position for things to go well. So good effort tonight, and obviously we're going to have to be ready for our next test. You know, we're gonna come back and we're gonna play a team that that's having a heck of a year and gave us a real hard game in their building. So we'll have to be ready for that one.
Mike, I know we talked a lot about the offensive opportunities for that Broadside line, but they also defended a lot of the stall lines. I mean, just overall, was this like a change of pace thing, or could that be a line that sticks?
Oh, I think it could be a line that stick. I think we looked at these 3 games. We got 3 home games. You know, 3 games where we have the opportunity to make the last change and put a shutdown line together, but not just a line that's just going to go out there and defend all the time. They can defend, you know, and still build our team identity and still force the other team's top players to have to defend against them. So, no, you would expect to see those guys play again in next game together.
Can you recall if you've done this in other falls?
Yeah, done it before. Yeah, not too often. No.
When you look at this little month you've had, just overall, how do you feel like perseverance?
You know what? It's, you know, I think that obviously we would have liked to have had a few more wins in there, but. And I don't think that we can just sit here and say, okay, phew, we're out of the woods here. You know, I think that we've played 2 real good games in a row. The important thing is that you know, we enjoy this win tonight, and then we'll have to take advantage of a practice day, a rest day, and get ready for another tough one. You know, the mindset right now has to be every night we have to be all into our game. We have to be ready to play and compete at a high level, and when we do those things, then we get rewarded more often than not.
Judging from his ice time and what he did out there, Bowmeister,
Yeah,
fine, no problems at all.
looked really good. Played real well. Yeah.
Thompson, 2 shifts. Were you just looking for experience?
Yeah, that's what it came down to. Yeah, there's more experience, and obviously, I think there was a lot of ice time for him with travel. So I think that he was fine in the game. It was just a situation there where we had a fresh body in Maggie who hadn't played the night before. Obviously, he's got fresh legs. He's got speed, and he's got a good mind for the defensive part of the game. So that gave him an opportunity to move up there.
And Branko came back, so he probably.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we got word after the game that he was sore, and obviously a big block for us. But yeah, he's fine. Thanks, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
See you on the 1st.
All right.